Good evening. We would just like to thank you so much for spending your evening with us. And we would like to tell you that these kids are the most amazing group that we worked with. We wrote the entire thing. I'm Julie, and this is Ramon, my husband, Vargas. And this was a collaboration. The kids really shine. We can't wait to show you at the door where we took a story that reminded us of Moses and just developed it in a different culture, a different time, a different period. And we just want to say that every song that you hear, we wrote, even the interims. The kids even added monologues, they added their ideas, their costume ideas. The whole thing was a creation all together. And that's what we're most excited about, is to see them come to life and be so mature in how they express themselves. So we really hope you enjoy it.
Yes, and nice mask, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, and if you like, you all will have your own mask. We'll have someone come out in just a minute and give you some direction according to the mask. But yes, the kids, we would be at practices and they would get an idea and we literally would start incorporating these ideas. So you definitely have to know that we encouraged it and did take their ideas and incorporate it. So it is a compilation. We're so proud of them.
And so it's all about them. Is we want to encourage you, clap along, give them a shout. If you want, dance in your chairs, it doesn't matter, but really it's all about them. Cheer them on, and we're so, so proud of them. So enjoy at the door.
Thank you.
Well, good evening, everyone. Now, I realize you had no idea of the world you entered when you arrived here tonight. You knew nothing of the mask, the protocol, the dangers. Completely understandable. But for your safety, and to put you at ease with your awareness is peaked, I do recommend you place a mask over your face immediately. Because here in the kingdom, there are no exemptions based on who you might be. No privileges. Now, we must allow the story of young Cheyenne to unfold as it happened.
In a distant land and an unknown time, there developed a kingdom in which a betrayed king enforced his bitter reign with the mask. Rich and poor, young and old, at least from the age of initiation, all were required to wear the mask. It became a sign of loyalty, a test of one's devotion to the greater good of the whole. Individuality was a concept of the past, folklore, if you will. Anyone who removed the mask would face certain and swift exile on a good day, on a bad day, execution. The king and queen, unable to have a child, were under the threat of losing the throne to the great law that stated that if there would be an election, if there were no natural born heir to the throne. So they instituted the door. At the door, the sick, the poor, the widow, they could leave their newborn child without being questioned, and the king's servants would secretly sneak the child into the royal physician's chambers to be tested and examined for the possibility of being adopted into the royal family as a natural born heir. The kingdom would be kept in the dark, thinking that the child would not be acquired from the outside palace.
Nobody could warn me. There's no way I could have known that I'd feel this loss with every fiber aching in my bones. How could every step I take toward the door be so excruciating? Perhaps I'll just turn back. Yet, I realize that they're waiting. Waiting just to take you from these arms meant to protect. I surrender to what's best. You're part of me forever. Right now, from my very heart. I lay you at the door, sweet one. My finest work of art. And wherever you go, or wherever this leads, my heart will go also, for your way it bleeds. I memorize every feature, every glimmer of your eyes. Breathe in your scent of innocence that will surely keep me alive. And even though this feels like death itself, and I'm not sure how I'll go on, I leave you with a desperate plea. And know you will always be my son. Forgive me. At the door of potential, will it go well with you? Could someone influential carve a new path for you? I've been just one big mistake. I don't have what it would take, but if there is a way, make the most of the door, and all it can offer, it can lead you to more. If you let this make you stronger, my loss is your gain. Be repelled by my pain, and take every door that opens. Perhaps you will be chosen.
We realize it is the middle of the night, Your Majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty. We came as soon as we knew it was as requested.
You are sure?
But no one knows you were here.
We are certain, and we assure you, that no one followed us.
Would you care to hold him? Meet all of the qualifications.
Can it be true?
We have waited for this day. It is finally here.
With an answer to my cry. For so long I have waited. How can it be that you were finally in my arms?
The nation must have its next king. And little does it know that the heir to the throne has arrived. This changes everything.
Long live the next king.
Well, I must retire. I will leave you two alone to get acquainted.
You haven't even a minute to spare when we've agonized over his arrival. Why am I not surprised?
You have agonized over his arrival, my dear. I will make myself as invisible as I've felt these last few years in regards to you. Allow me to excuse myself to strategize over what's really important. Maintaining the throne. He will be useful to our purpose.
Useful to purpose. I have literally wept until there are no more tears, only silence, as I plead to the heavens and waited and imagined. And you find him useful? Please tell me you have more to give in this moment than that.
More to give. Ha! I have arranged for this entire event. We have our heir to the throne.
We have our son. He's not an event on our calendar, he's our son. He may give you the power you so desire to hold on to, but he will be so much more than a useful tool in our hands. I can assure you of that. He's my redemption, my shining light. light in a very great world you have created.
This very great world I created makes your world possible. You are the benefactor of it all, so I wouldn't complain if I were you. Enjoy his innocence before he has to deal with the very real task of subduing a kingdom of fools who would unknowingly destroy one another if it wasn't for the mask and my much-needed rule.
Well then, it's me and you, isn't it? I don't know why or how. You found your way to me, and I'm grateful that you're mine now. Grateful that you'll lead us someday. Most of all, grateful that the heavens heard my desire to hold you close. Be the mother I'd always dreamed of being. And no one, I promise you, no one will interfere with your rise to the throne. You will see to that. And rest assured, so will the king. At the door I found redemption. It will go well for us. Royalty at conception. You'll make a way for us to hold on to the throne. It can't be overthrown. Somehow we found a way. We've made the most of the door, and all it can offer, it can lead you to more. We will let this make us stronger. You're not of our blood, but you're still one of us. We took an open door. Our secret's ours to keep forevermore. Did you hear? Did you hear? He is here, he is here, the heir to the throne. He's finally been born. Don't you know? Don't you know? It's a blow to the one who always wanted to take the king down. What can they do now? Is it true? Is it true? This news that we finally got her wish. She's been keeping secrets, was the child the whole time, with the kingdom on the line. Was the child, the prince, the soon incoming king to save the day. We have wondered, we have asked, what goes on behind the mask? Are they sad? Are they torn? With no heir to the throne, they'll carry all the rules. Although it's awfully cruel, we will always wear the mask. Always wear the mask. Always wear the mask. No questions asked.
Two minutes till the ceremony. See it? You better get over there and get initiated. It's going to wear the mask. Lead the part. Fit the mold.
Don't remind me. We're all so thrilled. It's concerning.
Well, there's nothing wrong with covering half these faces, right? Especially yours. Better craft the whole mask as fast as possible.
Look, John, I can get away with a lot more with the masks on. That's the way I see it. But the problem is that so can all of these people. No one can be trusted.
Well, here from a crowd to see you as always. Must be nice.
Nice, hardly.
I wouldn't mind for a day. And you can take my place, and so I live in your shadow. View what's like for a change.
Hi, Cheyenne. Congratulations on your initiation today. I wouldn't have missed it for anything.
Nor I. Can't wait to see your mask. You'll be one of us now.
Me either. Stop holding on to us. What did you choose?
Yes, we're all thinking you're just so unique. Like shiny gold with sapphire blue diamonds and accent in it.
No. We said a shiny silver with sapphire diamonds and gold trim.
Oh, don't listen to them. That wasn't it at all. It was definitely part of it. I remember.
Are you having a celebration with just friends, Cheyenne?
Yes, we love to come.
Sorry, not tonight, ladies. Just me and my buddy here.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.
Good luck.
So popular.
It means nothing, Tomo. You don't know me. You just see the throng.
Oh, come on, Cheyenne. Let's just make the most of today. I was there when we lost the first tooth, we graduated primary school, now this. Can we celebrate your big moment together?
Big moment? How about my parents' big moment? And funnily enough, it seems like they have more time for the ritual ceremony than for me. But yeah, I guess you're right. At least I can say that my mask won't be as bad as what your creation was. What were you thinking?
Hey, now.
Oh, there's the pretend prince and his little devoted disciple doing whatever he asks before his big shining moment in the spotlight.
Well, today wouldn't be a complete day without your glowing reviews, now would it? Dana?
Whatever do you mean? I'll stay out of your way so that I can, get practice at being a control freak like your father once you're initiated.
Yeah, wait a second. Why are you here anyway? You haven't been initiated yet. You have nothing to value. Yeah. You haven't even been initiated yet. Cheyenne is now.
You're really bad at comebacks.
I know.
How pathetic.
Okay, don't call me pathetic. That's mean.
Oh, really? Since when did you think I cared about me?
Listen, Dana, I'm my own person, and you're just annoying flying the wall at this point.
At this point, I see you by replacement. Good luck, boys. Sorry I'm not part of your little fan club over there, but it looks like you have enough mindless following. Your ego is satisfied for today.
Glad she's not part of the fan club.
Cheyenne, where are you? The father's ready to begin the formalities.
Oh, here, Mona. Well, where is Father? Will I have a chance to speak with him at least once before the ceremony?
You know your father doesn't have time for such things. There are many details to attend to, many important people to meet with.
Well, I wouldn't want to take him away from all the important people, now would I? My own initiation?
Welcome, welcome. We are gathered here to witness the great initiation. This is a historical moment in the kingdom's history. Now the men of grand traveling, fast Cheyenne to come forth, and may the king prepare his royal chisel.
Cheyenne, this day we honor the man that you are about to become.
Yes, Majesty.
I entrust the royal chisel to you, knowing that you will make the correct decisions concerning your soon-to-be position on the throne. May every engraving and every mark represent this.
Yes, Majesty.
Now, you may recite the words.
Yes, Your Majesty. Good of you, My past is full of memories as I guard my sacred mounds. My innocence is distant, but nothing ever lasts. With every chisel stroke and every mark I make, I bury what is old, my new identity I take. Behind the mask I leave all uncertainty and pain. For the greater good, all humanity to gain. Mask is the answer to all the questions that we hold. With this I choose to start anew, bury all the old. All the old is dead, all the old is dead, all the old is
Why does it always have to be so weird?
I know, right?
Make some changes in the future, man.
I will. Oh, Father. Father, may I speak with you a moment?
Yes, Cheyenne. Did you need something?
Need something? I just, since it was a big day, you know, with the presentation and
Initiation.
initiation.
Yes, well, but yes, it was a big day. So many critical connections to make with leaders, advisors, and diplomats. You know the sort.
Yes, but it was a big day for me too, you know.
For you. For you. Well, I mean, of course, but who do you think arranged for all this? Set you up for our family's future.
I see. I just thought maybe for once we.
For once, I may retire before the midnight hour. Cheyenne, I must say goodnight. But I do commend you for fulfilling your obligation this evening.
I'm happy to oblige you, Father.
Cheyenne, there you are. I told the others, and I will remind you as well. Be careful with the mask. It's heavy and cumbersome. It'll take some getting used to.
I will.
And make sure to sit if you get dizzy. Let them know if it needs any adjustments.
I will.
And whatever you do, don't take the mask off. You understand? The king cannot be lenient on these matters.
Yes.
They will try to catch any leaders violating the rule, especially the king's son.
Yes, Mother. If I could just take it off for a second, I could just.
Cheyenne, don't you dare!
I'm just kidding, Mother. I wouldn't do it for the world. I know how hard you worked to get me to this point. You win most dedicated Mother award, for sure.
Everything I have done has been dedicated to your future as King Cheyenne.
No pressure, right?
Just know that I am proud of you. I've dreamed of this moment since I first held you in my arms.
And Father? Did he have similar aspirations of me from birth?
He definitely wanted the throne for you to benefit.
To benefit the kingdom. I understand. Well, good night, Mother.
Good night, son. And Cheyenne,
Yes, Mother?
I wanted the throne for the kingdom and for you.
Thank you, Mother.
nothing like the rest of you. In fact, I'm having such a hard time telling you apart from the black and gray. I fear you may dissolve into a translucent powder and be gone. That wouldn't be so bad now, would it?
The nerve! Her whole family is impossible. Okay, but do you really think that we can dissolve into a gray powder?
I don't know what's gonna click. What's gonna make him see? I've tried every different strategy and approach, and he hasn't shown an ounce of curiosity or interest. What am I to do? I have been patient for 18 long years, but the moment has never felt right.
Greetings, Akira. I have no interest in this, as you know. I don't even know why I'm here. We studied everything else. What do I have to study? Painting of all things.
Yes, well, the king's son must be skilled in every area, trained and ready to lead. Now for our first lesson. There is much to learn.
Show me a way, Akira. Just one more thing on the list of all the obligations Father has need to fulfill.
Let's start with the broad abstracts. A simple stroke across the canvas. I will demonstrate, and you will follow.
Does it matter what color I choose? Wait. Impressed?
Really? Yes, Cheyenne, I'm completely impressed.
It's hard to draw a stick figure with a mask.
Well, can you try to focus?
Hey, this is me focusing.
What? Can you try and care?
It's impossible feat. Easier if I care about nothing. Low expectations, you know.
Then can you at least try and listen to me?
Sure. I'll listen from the bench.
That's not what I meant. Fine, you know what? Fine. Now, color. Color can heal in its own special way. It creates a beautiful atmosphere. Color is deep meaning.
This is getting pretty deep for a painting lesson, don't you think?
It's because color itself is deep.
Well, according to my artwork so far, I'd say this is about as deep as a toddler smearing finger paint across a sheet of paper.
God, this is gonna take too long. Cheyenne, you don't have much time until you take the throne. And by the time you do take the throne, it could be too late.
Too late.
I've got it. I know. I must take up my mask, and you must take up yours.
Is this a joke? Everyone knows that I was recent. You know that I was recently initiated. I can't be seen without my mask. And there are the bells. That means somebody has agreed with my father and met his end. And if I am to inherit the throne, kid. I can report you.
Cheyenne, take off your mask. I mean, there's no one here on the grounds, and you're perfectly safe to take it off.
I'd love to take off this cumbersome mask, but this must be sworn to secrecy. I have your word
nothing to gain but to reveal a truth to you that can only be experienced with your mask off. All right. Now, now you're Cheyenne who doesn't care about anything. I want you to take your paintbrush, dip it in blue, and I want you to brush it across the canvas.
I'm grabbing a different one.
Very good. And do the same with red. Cheyenne, you have a gift. You have a gift of healing that comes when you're the Cheyenne of your true self.
Is that what the lights and beautiful sounds are?
Yes.
Oh.
You have a gift for Cheyenne.
Well, why hasn't anyone told me this before?
Don't worry, more will be revealed soon. But, stop. I hear voices. Mask. Right.
You mustn't fret over things we cannot control.
I worry Cheyenne is not ready for the threats posed to the throne.
Right.
I don't want this. There is no threat to me.
He's destined for the throne. You're not alone.
Destiny. How about trapped?
There are many choices he must make to maintain our position.
Choices. What choice do I have?
There may be a small pocket rising up against us, but we have the mass to subdue them.
Masks killing them. Slowly, painfully numbing them. Then again, why do I even care?
The masks are all we have at this point.
The mask.
No, you don't have to agree to make a difference.
And you don't have the right to make statements when you're not in my shoes.
Oh, yes, you can feel sorry for yourself, but it's going to do you no good.
Sorry for myself. I need a way out.
Well, of course you do. Every man wants a way out of the circumstances he's in. But you're going to have to go to the fire to prove what's really inside of you, Cheyenne.
Well said from somebody who has no idea of the threats that are come with the throne.
You can argue all day. It won't get you anywhere. You're going to have to prove yourself, Cheyenne.
Well said. Well, where will you be when that time comes? Tucked away in a garden somewhere? Like a paintbrush behind you? Please.
Does anyone actually know as to how they managed to betray the king decades before? Well, you know, some things, they still remain a secret. Okay, but the king ensured it would never happen again by instilling the almighty mask. He reigned with the proverbial iron fist. And the previous, well, they're going to make their second attempt at regaining the throne.
He wishes to speak to us, but he still can.
Gather the family. I've not called you all here to merely say goodbye. This is a call to action! Father, whatever you need to say, please speak it now.
We are listening.
We as a people have lived under the tyranny of the mask for countless generations. I thought I could bring the change necessary, but that hasn't come to pass.
Then all
Exactly, and where has that gotten us? Son, you must eliminate the Cheyenne. And if you do, there'll be a great election according to the great law. And you shall surely win. You must restore our family name, our purpose, and our nobility. I was meant to sit on that throne all along, our name to be sung throughout the kingdom. We would have not have ruled with such an iron fist. We would have given them what they wanted.
I will not have let your fight for all these years been in vain, Father. I'll gain the throne at any cost.
And I will stand by his side and honor your dying wish as well. Diva? Yes, grandfather. I too will ensure that your dream is fulfilled. I need some time alone. Darling, it's your time. It's your time now.
Yes, finally.
I feel pressure. Feel pain. Diva's our secret weapon. I feel everyone expects me to uphold this family name.
We'll settle.
And am I meant to be the one who has both everything to lose and yet everything to gain? She'll take care of Cheyenne. All because I'm a prevent, and I bear the family name.
Go to her quickly. Go.
Darling, Mother, let's talk. For the family, for the name, for honor, play the game, but only till the time is right. Make our plans, but it's still night. Suppression's all we've known. It's time we take back the crown. Dear, always remember. We are the Previets, and our name will be known. We are the Previets, and ours is the throne. We are the Previets, and we'll bring the king down. And we'll bring the king down. Yes, and I'm making it very clear. We are Christian, we are full, loaded down with all these rules. What did they expect from us? We've no fly but in disguise. Our destinies at hand. We'll bring them throughout the land. We are the Previets, and our name will be known. We are the Previets, and ours is the throne. We are the Previets, and we'll bring the king down. And we'll bring the king down. Oh my God!
Oh, round two?
Oh, yes, of course, you.
Well then, character pick brush, let's get started.
Oh, Max,
Well, that depends on the results that you want. Do you want to throw some color on the game as you did before? Or do you want to create something with meaning?
go big or go home?
Well, in this case, it's
Go big or be forever exiled or executed, depending on the sheer mood of my father.
well, mood has little to do with it. Let's try fear instead. How afraid is your father of losing control of the moment? And that would determine the punishment.
Well, I may have to cut this lesson short because I've got to get ready for dinner tonight.
Ah, you were made aware of the banquet.
Yes, this is some kind of banquet of sorts that my mother prepared for our enemies. Keep thine enemies closer, I think she said.
Well, let's get to painting first, and then we can see what you should wear to a banquet full of your enemies. You know, I thought for sure your friend would be over here eating top now.
Why is that?
It's almost time for the dinner.
Well, then why are we having this?
Well, because you have like 5 minutes.
And there you are. I haven't looked through you all over since when are you in the garden?
Since my mother insisted on painting lessons.
Oh. And that, gentlemen, is my cue to end our brief lesson for today. I wish you two a great dinner, gentlemen.
All right. Okay. Well, you're awfully early for the banquet.
Yeah, I got thinking that, since you're going to sometimes things can have very little things, you wouldn't have any time for me anymore. There's sometimes it's running now, it feels like you're next. Most of it is.
You lost Fania because she was jealous of our friendship. And I'm not going anywhere, so just relax.
Yeah. Well, I'll always be here for advice. Completely available to eat all your leftovers.
Leftovers, huh?
Yeah, leftovers.
So,
Yeah.
do you really think I can do it? What?
Leftovers?
No, not the leftovers. Leading this entire land.
No.
No.
I don't think you should even attempt it. Give up. Maybe just take a nice boat trip off somewhere where you guys just never suspect. Retire fishing. How about that?
So I'm serious. I'm not getting sleep at night. I can't even imagine trying to fit shoes I don't even fill.
Well, have you talked to your father about it?
I can't get a hold of him. There's always some form of crisis or a matter at hand.
Well, I'm sorry nothing's changed. I thought maybe,
It is what it is. At least you've always been here.
Yeah, I'm the one who's not going anywhere. Unless it's me who takes the vision trip of a lifetime. Oh, I'll send you a card or a message in a bottle. I'll grow my hair down to my waist. Have a beard so huge, you'll recognize me between me and the mask.
I think it'll like merge in between the two.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, none of this nonsense. I'll keep you safe throughout your reign in the kingdom. Let's start with English tonight.
Speaking of which, did you practice?
Did I practice? Of course. You know the one let you down. This is our big moment. Yes. Let me try that again.
Yeah.
And Cheyenne, you can do it. You can lead the kingdom.
Thanks, Paul.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have the Previous as our dinner guests this evening. We celebrate our community and our rich history together, and perhaps let the past be past and join our families once more. Princess Becca will welcome to Ziva, the daughter of the Previous. Please enjoy the entertainment and eat to your heart's delight.
Yes, let the past be the past, and honor the soon coming inaugural moments of our son Cheyenne as he prepares for his throne. We know that this time around, our families will be joined in unity as we look to the future.
The past is the past because it must be so. The future is still in our hands, symbol. Most honored.
Carefully, let's remain on terms that resemble good.
You may be right saying we only resemble.
Oh my, do you feel that the food is a bit spicy?
Why, yes, maybe it's a jalapeno peppers, perhaps.
Spicy, sweet potatoes.
I think you might be mistaken.
It's sweet and savory dish that goes out hundreds of years back.
No! You're trying to distract the king. Pay attention.
Ah, yes. Of course. Definitely spicy.
Blamable in fact. Give me a water hose.
Most honored, please eat and enjoy the festivities. If you allow any of these distractions, your food shall get cold.
When told to write a note to the mask, of course we would. No questions asked, 'cause isn't the point of this all? Restrained every time as we fall. Oh, mask, we owe to you. Alas, alas, all fears removed. Control and force can take, and govern will never know worlds of anything other than great and hasty society. You remove any chance of unwarranted variety. Everybody! Oh, mask, we owe all to you. Alas, alas, all fears removed. Oh, mask, we owe all to you. Alas, alas, all fears removed. We owe all to you. Alas, alas, all fears removed. All in the
Oh my, this is quickly going from bad to worse. Can somebody
Anybody!
please introduce tonight's next entertainer? Neva, daughter of the Groupiets, as she has composed a song piece in honor of Cheyenne's great arrival.
This is proving to be comedy tonight. Perhaps she knows an ancient version of chopsticks to carry the chores of talent.
Well, she certainly isn't a horrible choice if you can render you match with her for the purpose of the film.
She is, if you don't care about any of this, and I don't. At least they could leave one tiny decision up to me. I like to choose who my future partner is. Thank you very much. She won't be it. Just to prove my point.
Big mistake, man.
May Cheyenne carry the legacy of our family name as we join all together for the common good. Cheyenne? I believe you've arranged champagne diesel in the garden with a complimentary lesson with Zia Bebekua. You may be excused with our guest. Dinner will be served to you. Please show her the way.
She didn't.
She did.
How can I get out of this?
Well, you can take off your mask and be exiled forever.
Possibly my only hope.
Hey, spending the evening with her in the garden is not the worst punishment.
It is, if you don't care about any of this. Which, if you remember correctly, I don't.
Come on.
Kiva. May I escort you to the garden?
Do I have a choice?
Do I? Please don't think that this was my idea.
Don't think that I assume you have capability for ideas at all.
Well, then we're on the same page.
Hardly.
How was it that a melody arose from the likes of one such as you, a prefect?
Well, it wasn't easy touching the keys. What's a manipulation tool of your dictator father?
Why are you over there?
I want to stay away from you as far as possible. I think, you know.
Carry on. Well, remember, you are a guest here before you start hurling insults that you cannot retract.
I have a reputation. Who says I never want to retract the truth?
Truth. What truth? There is none in this world.
So that's the angle you're choosing to take? Just do nothing and go along with everything because there's nothing to fight for? You're the victim here?
Oh, and how do you fight? With fancy dinner parties and self-indulgent piano recitals? Humor me more later. Well, right now, we have a easel awaiting with a cure in the garden.
I've lost my students. Ah, Cheyenne. And see, delighted to see you once again.
Once again, but you know her already?
Oh, yes, yes, we go way back to her earliest childhood. Now, please, both of you take a paintbrush for yourselves. I expect there will be a lesson learned here this evening.
One can only wish. Hey, so didn't we just have a lesson here a few hours ago?
Oh, your mother arranged it.
Second one.
Yeah. Well, I must complete this tutorial before the food arrives, and I've lost all your attention to its wrongs. Are you two ready?
Yes.
Great. In every artistic pursuit, there's a need for contrast, isn't there? Highlight, distinction, and enhancing a concept of sorts. And how do we achieve that with blank slates such as we have before us tonight? We begin with color, don't we?
Yes, but Akio, with all due respect, color in the kingdom is dangerous. It conjures up disparity and confusion. A whirlwind of ideas that can't seem to separate the strands thereof.
Well, she seems to pride herself on her ideas, Akio. As if they could solve anything at all. Okay.
As I was saying, the thrill or the danger of color is its ability to change, shift, wash over an environment with possibilities. Each shade and each hue casts its own spell on one another, so there's a cacophony of colors that assault the eye and the senses.
Well, Akio, looking at my previous artwork, I'd say there's hardly any depth as part of this.
He expected depth from you? Believes he was awaiting a miracle.
Stop it. I've got to finish my lesson before the night is over. Save your comments for when I'm done.
Yes.
Not taken. Apologies.
Good. Last time, as I was saying, contrast. Light, the absence of color, or the palette that makes black leap off the page, or that keeps you from black swallowing you up in darkness. Does black need white, or does white need black to give it the punctuation? Or do you remove the stark accent it needs to make it leap? Now, over the years, we have seen how powerful black and white can be together, for good or for bad. But it's a decision we make in the end, isn't it? How we use our contrast to influence the world around us.
Yes, sir.
It's sovereign Cheyenne.
Sovereign Cheyenne? Who are you kidding?
As mother ordered, no red sauce,
No dark.
no
nothing on here.
Yes, sorry. This is my cue to cut our lesson short. Now, I will leave you two to get more acquainted with one another, for better or for worse.
So,
Well, I just think it's a rather bold innuendo. If you represent black and I'm white.
sure, at least he could have pointed you for the dark, dangerous, annoying black paint. For me, for the innocent, pure white side. Because it's more indicative of our actual character.
The audacity of you. I assumed that you wouldn't even have cared whether or not it was black or white or gray. You know, what difference does it even make to someone as reckless, heartless, and as negligent as the son of the King of the Masks?
Right? Hard and negligent. Ouch!
You're welcome.
Say that to all my friends here in the garden.
What friends? What am I waiting for?
This has happened twice now. I swear I'm like a Disney princess sometimes. They just come whenever I whistle, but...
Apparently lacks some potential. You know, that would have convinced me that you were still soft-hearted and pure. You know, before your heart turns to stone when you take over the kingdom.
You judge too quickly.
It's my job.
Job says who?
My parents, my grandfather, my people, my conscience.
Conscience? How do you have a conscience when you're a pregate?
So you judge as well. I thought you cared about nothing, rumor has it. But you
I
cared.
don't care about anything.
Sure.
I can't hurt anyone. No one hurts me. But I've learned to care. Your father nearly destroyed my father and forced him to enforce the masks.
Forced? Forced?
Did I start?
Forced. Your father's blood courses through his veins solely because he glories in universal conformity to his own demands. And at the snap of his fingers, I might add.
Well,
We wear these sickening masks because of your father's insatiable need for control.
well, your father's of nothing but a drooling little...
How dare you! If you want to talk about control, well, fine. But you lose it from this moment on if I have anything to do with it.
Is that a threat?
Well, why don't you decide for yourself?
I actually kind of like it.
It seems my plan may have worked.
Which plan this time? That's the question.
My plan to connect Cheyenne and Ziva seemed to work brilliantly this evening.
Well, it worked if you think that her stalking up him and in the opposite direction as him was brilliant. She appears to hate him.
Love and hate are not that far apart, darling. If you were apathetic, I'd be more concerned if they were apathetic towards one another. At the time, he was mesmerized by her, even if he won't admit it just yet. There will have to be some changes, of course, get rid of all that Koshy Parade's influence, but you'll have our enemies that much closer, Ziva's and our family eventually.
You know it troubles me. No one from that family can be trusted. I mean, they've wanted their revenge against me for how many decades now? Ziva and Cheyenne together were not promised the bliss you imagine for the kingdom.
They don't want revenge, darling. They want what you have. And honestly, probably worse. Or perhaps we just have the previous conveniently relocated.
Well, I suppose if it comes to that, we will have to reevaluate. For now, it might not be so bad if one of your ridiculous plans for Cheyenne actually work. There are times I am losing control of this kingdom.
Do what you need to do. Make an example out of someone. You will have no problem subduing the restless.
Well. Look who had the audacity to grace us with their presence.
So, it seems as if your highnesses deemed us all worthy of our appearance on the town square today.
Perhaps we could take a closer look at your mask, Cheyenne. Yes, I'm dying to see it up close. What makes you choose gray?
They're all gray, in case you haven't noticed. At least if you're in support of the king in the mask.
Why is color such a threat to you? I'd really appreciate to know why, because heaven forbid blue or red caused someone to feverishly promote an uprising.
Pretty sure it's not color that's dangerous. It's what it represents. Either for the king or against him.
And I guess you know where I stand. Girls believe it.
Well, I certainly showed my loyalty, Cheyenne.
Same. We're so glad we got initiated at the same time we did. We can totally relate to the feeling. Yeah, we're like all the same, you know? Wait, is color behind your ear? Girls, we're leaving. Let's go. Oh! Excuse you! Do you have something to say to me, free yet? That's what I thought. Convenient, both of you at once. Now who do I address first? The one that gets everything he wants, or the one that does whatever that one wants?
Come on. We don't even want to waste time looking in your direction.
Well, you certainly have all the time in the world to, you don't have to work like the rest of us.
You haven't even been initiated yet. You have nothing to validate your opinions.
Let me tell you something, buddy. You are so weak. You get all of your validation from the mask and doing everything that they tell you to do. I may never get initiated. Unlike you, some of us can think for ourselves.
Just leave her alone. A little too desperate to be heard.
Desperate? Desperate is your best friend here, who follows you at your side like a loyal puppy, leaving at every command or suggestion.
That's enough.
You know you're just another timid follower, right? Who's too weak to lift the mask off his own face because you're too scared to do anything on your own.
I wear it because I believe. I can take it off whenever I want to. I just don't.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Liar. There's no way you can use a finger to take it off. No, mighty friends right here.
Cheyenne, you doesn't control me. I can do whatever I want. I just don't.
Prove it. I knew you were gonna do it. Tell me, when's the last time you did anything on your own?
Look, someone doesn't have to prove anything to you.
I do not have anything to prove to you.
I said prove it, Tomo. Come on. Show me that even for 1 second you can take the mask off and defy the kingdom. Come on. He's not going to do anything to you. He doesn't need to rock his confidence too much. You know that, right?
Let her go, man. She's just trying to get to you.
Let me in. I'm not weak. I'm not scared. And I'm not cold. If you want to see my mask off so bad, I will give you your moment. But then you better go back to that holy product and leave us all alone.
What are you doing without your mask on? In front of the presence of the soon-to-be king, the presence of all these young women.
This forbidden free with the lowest peasant, not to mention the closest assistant.
Cheyenne, what is going on? Well, reposition your mask immediately. Everyone turn away until Tomo is done so. You must never see one another without the mask was initiated.
This can't be happening.
This is the highest code of law, Your Majesty.
You're not allowed to excuse. He's allowed to receive when you open that was mask, so you dismiss this behavior. It'll multiply throughout the kingdom until there is anarchy.
infuriating. How dare he dishonor Cheyenne? What do you advise I do?
He must be executed! This is the law of the land, and you will appear incompetent if you allow any exceptions.
Weakness is the beginning of the end, Your Majesty.
Then it is clear. Let it be heard and resound through the kingdom that you have betrayed the highest law of the land, Tomo, in removing the utmost symbol of unity among us, the mask. You have left me with no other option and no other choice. You will face certain execution for this defiance against me, Prince Cheyenne, and most of all, the mask itself and all who adhere to it throughout the kingdom.
But Father, he wasn't in defiance.
Silence, Cheyenne! He will not be allowed to disregard you.
Father, you can't do this.
Call for the guards to take him immediately.
I won't let them hurt you.
I did this myself. I knew the rules.
I'll talk to him. I'll change the rules. I'll take off my own mask.
Don't you dare! Cannot twist the kingdom for him.
I will.
Cannot allow it. Come with me.
Stop.
Listen to me. It's me, execution. You can't change his mind. Just know when you hear the bells, I'm in a better place. Yes,
Oh, you have been the truest, noble friend I ever known.
and you as well, Shane. Enough. Be gone with you.
Father, may I speak with you in private?
There is nothing to be said that cannot and should not be said publicly, Cheyenne. Now, you will show your support by remaining at my side. That all who have been witness to Tomo's act of mutiny know that there is no room for such endangerment in the kingdom, and all who have paid the price for the greater good of the whole. One, not even one, act of rebellion will be tolerated, lest all fall. Move along now. When you hear the bells, you will know that the threat was eliminated. Men, come. Cheyenne,
Why Tomo? Why him? No!
Oh, I know if you were here, you'd rather eat dirt than listen to anything I have to say. But please, just this once will you listen? Where do I begin? Maybe you remember a simpler time where we'd laugh at the masks and we'd hang out till dark and we'd carve wooden boats and dream of sailing away from all this. I thought nothing could separate us. Seems so foolish now, doesn't it? But when you started to hang around Cheyenne, I overwhelmed me with the rest. A tiny part of me hoped you'd come back to me, Tomo. And perhaps I should have led with that. But now I don't know what to do or how I can go on because I never meant for my jealousy to result in your death. I was too prideful to admit that I missed your friendship and didn't want Cheyenne to have it if I couldn't. And the fact that I'm sorry will never be enough because you're gone. You don't have to forgive me. I don't expect
Tell me you really deserve it. Tell me, Tomo. He knew the rules. And tell me who my father really is.
Your friend, Tomo. He was a typical 18-year-old. He didn't think in the moment about what could happen, and neither did the king. He wanted to make an example out of him, and you. You can't blame yourself for circumstances out of your control.
I could have said something, changed the rules, taken off my mask as well.
Yes, and what would that get us? Then you'd both be dead.
Tell me that my father really is a dictator.
Your father's broken.
Ziva was right. Everything that Ziva said was right. My father, he is a dictator who has taken away anyone's free ability to think for themselves. And did he ever think about me? About how I would just have to nod my head and go along with this mess of a society he created? And about how I would hurt the most? Just having to go along with the senselessness of it all? No, of course not. Because he never thinks about me except to how I can help him maintain his power. And no one respects me. No one thinks that I care. No one thinks that I have a mind of my own. But I do care. I do. I do, and I hate this. I hate all of it. I hate the masks, the control, the fear, and the gray, endless days that just blur into nothing with no hope for a change.
Cheyenne. Ziva, come here now. I came to tell you that Ziva accompanied me on my way to town this morning, and she wishes to speak with you.
Ziva? You come here unannounced to find me without my mask so that you can have me executed along with my best friend? Your big chance, I presume.
I'll let you two have a word with one another.
So, you gonna say anything? Or are you just gonna gloat that you finally have me cornered without my mask?
Are you finished?
I haven't even got started.
Look. Probably won't look at me. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it. He didn't deserve it. We all know you tried to save him. I overheard your conversation with Kilo about him.
I don't care if you don't believe me, but just trust me when I say that I didn't want any of this. Not the masks, not the fame, definitely not the throne.
Then what if I told you that after today I finally get it?
You're lucky, you know.
Maybe I deal with my own things that make me less lucky than you think.
And how's that? You have choices. I don't know. Freedom that I just don't have.
Do I? I'll be honest with you. You weren't wrong about my grandfather. I loved him to his dying. But his desire to gain the throne stemmed back far more than wanting to right every wrong of the kingdom. And you know why? Because it will never be enough. Not for my grandfather, not for my father, and not for the next generation of previous. the ones in the spotlight. All of it was for the cause. I grew up knowing the truth. And there might be one more thing to mention.
What's that?
They did send me here. Try and capture you.
Put up my mask. Well, here I am, Ziba. Unmasked in all of my glory. What are you going to do now?
I don't know. I don't know. I was once in complete agreement with them. Our goal was to dismantle your father's leadership for the greater good, and now I don't.
Greater good.
It's silly.
Greater good is there. But you have them all.
Perhaps. Greater good is there. I take off my mask as well.
Ziba?
I can see you so
Oh,
clearly
yeah.
now. And what is it now that we do?
Ziba? Ziba? Will you dance with me? Once under the stars unmasked. I can see clearly now.
I can see clearly now.
I
I can
can
see clearly now.
who you are. I can see clearly now.
I can see clearly now.
I can see
Clearly now.
who you are. Who you
I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be here. Goodbye, Shia.
Goodbye. Wait, Ziba. I need to show you something.
What could you possibly need to show me?
Just come here. Pick a color. There you go.
What? Blue?
Perfect.
Where's that coming from? Cheyenne!
A hero revealed to me that when I paint without my mask, I have this gift of healing.
The gift of healing that explains why my star is gone.
Star's gone.
It's gone. Cheyenne,
Yes.
imagine the healing you could bring to this kingdom with such an ability. Do others have such powers without their masks?
My my bet is that we all have gifts like this without our masks. But we'll never know because it is forbidden. I doubt my father will ever seek this as a power to me. You know this.
It is true. My lips are sealed for the moment. Cheyenne, mark my words. A time is going to come when you are a king, and you will have that great influence. You can be more than your father ever was. Believe me.
You really think so?
Yes. I know so.
All right.
A rebellion was gaining speed throughout the kingdom, and the Prevents, they were not going to miss an opportunity in Chamo's death to promote their leadership against the mask and the king. Interesting, isn't it? How the truth is always somewhere in the middle. The mask and the king had gone too far. True. But would the Prevents really do better with their self-seeking motives underlying their leadership? We must experience the consequences before we can comprehend the intents of the heart. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? The crowds were getting riled up, and the Prevents were overjoyed to step into their presumed role of the next king and queen if their strategies worked. Now, carry on. Carry on.
Freedom's calling. Lift your head up. Listen for it.
Welcome. It's urgent that we gather here today on this monumentous occasion to rise, to rally, to gather our resources for the sake of the cause, eliminating the mask and bringing a new era to the kingdom.
Step to the right when you can be seen and heard.
As I was saying, the time has come. It is imperative that we act now, that we make our voices known as a collective body.
I can hear the sound of freedom. I can hear it coming. I can feel the chains are breaking. I can feel it coming. I can see the hope is rising. I can feel it coming. I can feel the mountains moving. I can feel it coming. I hear it now, change is coming.
It's no longer. We even have a connection, the best friend trouble, and you're in all throughout the kingdom. It has gone too far.
Eventually we must be seen. We must be heard. Silence no longer. Let's join our voices as one and prepare for what is to come. Moving on. Moving on. Hey! Lift your head and see the future brighter, brighter. Lift up head and hope for better. Rise up, rise up. Change is coming to many else's voices. Change is coming to many voices. Silence now. I can hear the sound of freedom. Hear it coming. I can feel the chains are breaking. Oh, I can see the hope is rising. Hear it coming. I can feel the mountains moving. Moving on, hear the sound, freedom's call. Moving on, hope resounds, 2 steps strong. Freedom coming, freedom's coming, waiting, rise up, rise up.
thinking Cheyenne is crushed.
Everything has always been about Cheyenne. You wanted him more than you ever wanted me. How many times did I try to make you happy and nothing satisfied without a son? Well, I gave you a son through the door and still it's never enough for you.
How did we get here? Your obsession with the mask and quest for power has cost us our son's heart.
Well, you keep your mask on and you may be next. Don't think that anyone is exempt at this point. If I've lost my son's heart and never had yours to begin with, then it makes no difference whether I do this without you now, does it?
You don't mean that.
Oh, just prepare for the gala. It is time to expedite Cheyenne as king. I have wasted myself by all of this foolishness. He will carry our family's legacy forward. And perhaps I can finally find some peace.
Cheyenne.
Dear grandfather, oh, I miss you terribly. However, I know that you've found your peace at last. But perhaps you are watching. And if so, I have some news for you.
Dear Tomo, it's unbelievable to think that you won't be with me tomorrow for the gala and the ceremony. But I have something to tell you. As per usual, you were right and I was wrong.
Grandfather, I've met someone, and granted, not just anyone. This would probably send you into a raging coughing fit if you were actually here, but I met Cheyenne, the king's son, and nothing is as you thought it was.
It's about her, Ziva. And I know you said it wouldn't be a bad idea if we were together.
And stay seated for this, because
It turns out that she isn't this predictably wicked, defiant, self-consumed nemesis that I assumed that she was at all.
he isn't the sadistic, domineering, tyrannical narcissist that I first presumed he was.
She's got this soft side. Once you get past her bitter tirades.
He creates this art and produces the most beautiful haunting melodies once he stopped arguing.
And she has so much zeal and faith that things could change. And she lights up like a warm fire when she goes on about it.
He has a real heart, grandfather, and he doesn't even believe in the mask.
She's a real belief in me that I could bring change.
He could bring the change that we need.
Tomo, she's still the best in me.
Grandfather, I saw him for who he really is.
I think I want to try.
We have to let him try.
So, tomorrow I will be king. And it won't be the same without you here, but I hope that somehow from wherever you are, maybe you'll see on purpose.
Tomorrow, he is going to become king, grandfather. It's not going to end as you desired. I will always respect you and your heart to lead our people to freedom. Freedom that we so desperately need. And now I believe that Cheyenne can carry on your wish. For now, know that I will always love you. Good night, grandfather.
We are brothers forever. I will try to make you proud. Good night, Tomo.
What are you writing? Is this about Cheyenne?
No, I can was. Reasonable mother? Cheyenne is nothing like his father, can't you see that? Unfortunately, I don't think I want to become like you either, if this is who you're turning out to be.
Enough! Cheyenne, it needs to be eliminated or we have no chance at the throne. You will mess it all up for us.
With all due respect, Father, we always have a choice. You know I loved Grandpa. You know I believe in a future without the mask more than anybody. But if this is how you're going to accomplish it, then I will gracefully have to bow out of these murderous schemes.
She's not going to bend. There's one thing she's always been. It's willfully stubborn when she makes up her mind.
Then it's come down to this then.
To this,
What we discussed at the beginning.
we haven't much time.
Exactly.
And if it fails,
Then we must live with our outcome forever.
instead a doll with strings and all that's left of me is broken down legacy. Never do betray this. I can never betray you.
Ah. Is this how the next king should look? Do they know that he can't even button his own coat correctly without having issues? Imagine this guy leading an entire kingdom. Huh. Cheyenne, let's play a game. We'll call it All the Things I Wish My Father Would Say to Me. I'll go first. Son, I know that you're struggling to button your own coat correctly, but you'll have servants to help you with that so that you'll have plenty of time devoting to leading them well. And you will lead them well because I actually have faith that you have what it takes. How about this? Son, how are you on the evening that everything is about to be turned upside down and you'll never have a chance at a normal life again and you'll have a chance to just screw this royally all up? This is some crazy kingdom thing, isn't it? Well, all the games are over, and I'm actually about to become king. No one told me that I would feel so. Oh. Maybe, just maybe, the only person who really needs to believe that I can do this is me.
Most honored guests, greet you with the privilege and utter satisfaction of seeing the Most High Mass being passed from father to son, as this represents the kingdom being passed from one hand to another.
May we celebrate into the night with great happiness, to the future of the kingdom being that which were controlled and subdued, protected, rather, with the mask in short hands.
Enjoy the dancing and the feast. Drink for all to remember this joyous occasion. The future of the kingdom being secure.
To the future of the kingdom, all the old is dead, all the old is dead. Ladies, please for tea. And now, come out together once.
Zila, you're radiant tonight.
You're as stunning as the stars, if I say so myself.
Ironic you say that. I thought of you as I stared into the garden. Stared into the garden, where the stars, I mean, all in the garden.
Must have some blessing on.
I think you know the answer to that question.
You're in a mood tonight. The Becoming the next king must be intoxicating, I'm sure.
I dare say that it is. But you have made me want to make quite the difference when I become king. But that's for later. Tonight, I think I'd like to spend it with you.
Shall we?
So we shall. Enjoy the dancing and the feast. Drink for all to remember this joyous occasion. To the future of the kingdom, being secure.
To the future of the kingdom,
All the old is dead.
All the old is dead.
I'm changing that when I become king.
Please do.
Thank you so much.
Are your manners, boys? The latest first. Oh my! I must say what I'm doing back there is working. It's delicious. I must say they've gone above.
Zima? You alright?
Okay, there was something in there.
What have you done? You had one job, and you couldn't even that.
You must write the books. You were thrown after tonight.
Zima, there is no right without you.
Listen to me. Everyone deserves something to think of when they look at the stars. No, this can't be. This is meant for this monster, darling, not for you.
You two. Don't you see what you've done? Your daughter has drunk the poison of your selfish ambition and jealousy! And you, Father, you have driven this kingdom to madness with all of your control and fear! Was it not enough that I lost my best friend? And now her? The only one who ever made me want to fill my obligations as prince! You are all guilty in her death!
Do you remember everything I've taught you? You can't heal her.
Heal her. How am I supposed to heal her? The only way I could heal her is if I sacrificed my own. I can see so clearly now. Father, if I must so choose, I choose death to bring life. From the very wine that poisoned you. Please, breathe your first breath of it.
Your mask. Your purpose.
I couldn't just let you go. Well, what you all seen here tonight is evidence proof that within each and every one of us there is a gift we take off our masks and discover it. Don't you see that we were destined to build, destined to create, and destined to heal, and to do so with freedom? Father, you must decide my fate, our fate this night. We're at a new dawn now, aren't we? Don't you see these gifts that we can have if all we do is pursue them?
You cannot allow this, Your Majesty. This is bloodshed, insurrection from your own son.
Arrest him! How dare he?
Well, I cannot deny what we have witnessed tonight. It is undeniable that you healed Zima in front of our very eyes. To what power can we even attribute this? Certainly not to the mask. Today, we relinquish our right to the throne, and more importantly, to the masks themselves. And place their power in Cheyenne's healing hands.
I'm sorry.
Cheyenne. You must.
Oh. You look good. Oh. Everyone, to freedom! The new has come! The new has come!
Well, it seems we've concluded our tale with quite the flurry of emotions. You could quite accurately and obviously presume that Cheyenne went on to lead the kingdom with Zeb at his side, with a relatively transformed world around him. But it posed its own threats without the mask. We all know freedom comes with a price.
Did you tell them?
Dear, I thought we said we'd, keep things private.
It's been so many years. Perhaps they do deserve to know.
You did what was best at the time, and what you did was right. Everyone loves a story of redemption, don't they?
And that's why I love you, Akira. You've always believed in me, in our Cheyenne, in this impossible scenario that love and freedom would always win.
Well, then I do believe. I do believe, and I invite you as well here this evening. Let yourself believe and see where it takes you.
jobs. We can have everybody that assisted please come out. We'd like to thank Gateway Church, Pastor Duval and Tara, all the sound people, Derek, and everybody back there. We just thank you so much. We thank you all for your support, for coming. The real heroes are everybody else. So where do you begin? We can bring up our leaders who helped and promoted everything. We can start with the kids, but again, it's always about the kids. So it's always about the students, and we're so proud of you. You did so much of creating everything we saw tonight. The emotion was there, the story was there, and you gave your whole heart and soul. Everybody from backstage to everybody on here, you're insanely talented. So we love you so much. Could you come up? She was absolutely amazing. She is the reason you're all eating wonderful cupcakes and organized, and we have tickets and all the things. And Miss Eilina, could you come up? She organized the entire quietly keeps everybody in perfect order again. And then we have the amazing Burner family. They must all come. And they are the reason you see everything here. They helped mend the costumes and do the set, and just everybody here was completely 100% humble. It was the best group we have ever worked with. So thank you so much.
None of this would have happened without the creative mind of Miss Julie herself.
There were many late nights where she was up writing and we're asking each other questions and she's writing, so she truly had her heart and soul in this whole story for sure.
So, on behalf of Lamplighter, as I was coming back to the second show tonight after watching it earlier today, Mrs. Ben and I were just talking through some of the beauty that happens at events like this. So, not only did Julie take the time, the endless hours, almost endless hours, to write the show, to create it, to have songs in her head, to get them down into the piano, into instruments, onto paper, but she actually took students through the process of writing for themselves, maybe for the first time. We have students who maybe found their voice and sang for the first time or wrote a monologue for the first time. We have students who have grown in such incredible ways that when I see moments like that for them, I think, this is life-changing stuff. This could open doors for their future that they wouldn't have had they not had these moments. And so I really am so grateful to you guys, to Julie and Ramon for leading this and for giving our students the opportunity to grow in the ways that they have, that it's not just a theater program. There's so much creativity that happens here. And our heart at Lamplighter is to see students prepared to step out into every part of the world with the gospel and to bring truth, beauty, and goodness to the world, right? The story that God gave us. And so to see this story happen tonight, we are so grateful. And I just want you to know how grateful we are for you. Thank you. I just also want to add, there are not many churches that would open their doors like this, like the Duvals have done for us time and time again for our theater program. And I just want to give a big thanks to Kristen and the Duvals.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Ramon. All right. We hope you celebrate and have the best evening of your life. We love you so much. We pray for you. We pray you're moved and that you just go away changed. So thank you so much for coming and supporting these beautiful kids.